How on earth do you get a good night's sleep with tinnitus? So as you know, if you're watching today, people with tinnitus often have difficulty sleeping and they feel tired and fatigued during the day. They also appear to be significantly more likely to have sleep disorders than the general population. Studies suggest that the majority of people with tinnitus have a form of sleep disorder, and sleep disorders indeed also make tinnitus more disruptive. This is a chicken and egg scenario. Which comes before the other? It actually does vary. So people with pre-existing sleep disorders are at higher risk of developing tinnitus, and those with tinnitus are more likely to develop sleep disorders. And there are two separate categories, but also some categories are also overlapping. People with tinnitus are more likely to report the following sleep symptoms: have trouble falling asleep, have trouble staying asleep, experience poor quality sleep, and feel less refreshed in the morning. And in some cases, over time, suffering from chronic sleep deprivation, which increases the risk of anxiety, subsequently also increases the tinnitus distress. Tinnitus and insomnia is in fact a catch-22. So the sound of tinnitus can disrupt your ability to sleep well, and poor sleep can make your tinnitus more distressing, with a weakened ability for you to manage stress and daily functioning in your life. Regardless of what category you fall into, the solution is this: eliminate the possibility of a sleep disorder by seeing a sleep specialist, and you can actually get monitored overnight. And furthermore, learn how to manage your anxiety and release yourself from the chronic tinnitus distress loop. Anxiety, as you already know, not only increases your tinnitus, it feeds into the chronic tinnitus cycle, and you really don't want that. You want to break the cycle instead. And last but not least, it's important that you learn how to manage your overall tinnitus as a whole. And so this is what I teach clients to do, and there are many moving parts to tinnitus. This is only a small percentage of it. But the aim of the video here is to help you on the right path with some tips that you can apply immediately. So, how can you get a good night's sleep if you have tinnitus? Here are some pointers to implement. And as a side note, I'm not the preacher here. I actually do all of these things in my daily life myself, so it's well worth the effort. So number one, declutter your bedroom. It's really important to create an atmosphere that promotes relaxation and is comfortable for you. So good airflow, blackout curtains, that creates a dark, pleasant environment, and that's really key. So I love my blackout curtains, and it's the best investment ever. It's an absolute game changer. And number two, have a comfortable mattress and pillow that supports your spine and neck. I finally chose to invest in a fabulous mattress last year, and oh my gosh, I wish I had done it sooner. Number three, have a set sleep schedule. This means same time to wake in the morning and same time to sleep in the evening. This trains your mind and body to behave more consistently and prepare you for sleep. 4. Exercise during the day for 15 to 30 minutes. A walk outside will do. You don't need to be throwing around weights or doing high intensity training at all. Exerting energy with walking being the simplest and safest method not only promotes healthy blood flow, but it also eases anxiety. So all in all, this promotes mind-body relaxation, which is essential in supportive of a good night's sleep. 5. Try using aromatherapy oils to support inducing sleep. So lavender essence is my go-to as a soothing smell which aids as a relaxant, and it's also quite a pleasant distraction from the chatter of your mind. 6. Power down all electronic devices 2 hours before bedtime. So before you say this is an impossibility, ask yourself, would you rather get a good night's sleep or cave into your mobile phone when you have all day the next day to do that? So pick your battles wisely. Exposing yourself to blue light, the light that's emitted from any electronic device, blocks the production of melatonin, which is the very important sleep hormone that you need to enable you to sleep. Number 7, offload all of your to-dos and thoughts in a journal before bed. Removing these to-dos from your prefrontal cortex aids relaxation by telling your mind that the problem has been dealt with, so you can move on to more important things like sleeping. Number 8, practice guided audio meditation or controlled breathing before sleeping. There are many meditation apps available that will assist you, so try a few of them and see what you like best. Remember, it's important not to stare at the screen while you do this, so close your eyes and simply listen to the audio. 9, do not wear earplugs. So when you have tinnitus, the last thing you want to do is block out all of the external noise, as then your focus is purely on the internal noise. Environmental ambient noises are your friend in this case. Number 10, play ambient music, masking machine noises in your room as you drift off to sleep. So it's common that tinnitus is more noticeable at night, and this is because there is less ambient noise masking over the internal noise, as I mentioned earlier. To combat this, try using a radio, soothing music, or masking sounds to enrich your auditory environment. 11, if your sleep is disrupted in the middle of the night, which is quite likely, do not distract yourself with electronic devices. Instead, use guided meditation, guided visualization, controlled breathing, or read a book in another room until you become tired again. That's really important. 12, see a sleep specialist to eliminate the possibility of sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, which requires treatment. 13, seek cognitive behavioral therapy in order to learn how to offset the anxiety response in your mind and body. So when you learn how to do this by catching and reframing your thoughts, you will create more positive behavioral responses and break that tinnitus anxiety cycle, which is exactly what we want to do. Okay, so that's it for now. Some tips on how to effectively support a good night's sleep if you have tinnitus. In the next episode, I'll go further into the reasons behind why I've said don't touch your electronics. But until then, thanks for watching.